what did Islamic scholars think of the pyramids in Egypt? Were they considered some sort of pagan monument? Were there any attempts to Islamicize them in some way? The pyramids, the pyramids. So Egypt loses its sovereignty first to the Persians about 2300 or so years ago, 2400 or so years ago, give or take a century. Okay, then Alexander walks in and liberates Egypt from the Persians, but he rules. He installs a governor who reports to him. So that's the beginning of the Greek period of Egyptian history. So Egypt still hasn't recovered its sovereignty. It's now under Greek rule, and Alexander dies, and then Egypt becomes ruled by the Ptolemaic dynasty. Ptolemaic dynasty. After the Ptolemaic dynasty, the last ruler was Cleopatra, the great, famous. After that, you have the Roman rule over Egypt. And after that, you have the imposition of Christianity and all that. And eventually, the Arabs take over. So, what did the Arabs? So, once the Arabs take over, the society is very rapidly converted to Islam. Okay? Because of a variety of reasons. Now, so the society becomes Islamic. And then once a society becomes Islamic, you will see that there is a tendency to destroy your own ancestor, your own heritage, like the Taliban did with the Bamiyan Buddhas as an example. The old Taliban, not the current Taliban, who are friends. If you want to look at it that way, maybe you don't. Whatever. So Egypt becomes an Islamic society, and how did they regard the pyramids? They regarded the pyramids as manifestations of polytheism and idolatry and paganism, or whatever you want to call it. Bad stuff. So did they ever try to Islamicize these pyramids in some way? No, but some of them tried to destroy the pyramids. So for example, you had the great Islamic ruler, Kurdish ruler, Saladin, who fought the Crusaders and who took Jerusalem from the Crusaders and then retained Jerusalem. And he fought against Richard the Lionheart. Long story. So Salahuddin was once the governor of Egypt. And his second son, Al-Aziz Uthman, later became the Sultan of Egypt. So Saladin's son, Al-Aziz Uthman, he said that the pyramids are evil. They are manifestations of polytheism and idolatry, and they have to be destroyed. So he actually tried to destroy several pyramids. He tried his best. He had, I don't know how many, hundreds, maybe thousands of workers attempting to dismantle pyramids. The pyramid of Menkaure, it still bears testimony to what happened. Let's Google that, shall we? The pyramid of Menkaure. Pyramid of Menkaure. What's it look like? Can you see this huge, gigantic slash in the pyramid? Let's go to the Wikipedia page, shall we? 1 second. I'm sure the Wikipedia page has a better image of that vandalism. So, yeah. As you can see, there's a big gash in the pyramid. So that is what the Arabs, what this Sultan Al-Aziz Uthman, this is what he was able to do over a period of nearly 1 year. He had, I don't know how many workers working on this, and they wanted to dismantle the entire pyramid, and they were able to make very slow progress. I mean, 1 or 2 stones per day they were able to bring down. Once a stone will fall into the sand, it will sink into the sand. It's almost impossible to remove. So after a tremendous amount of effort, they were able to make this gash in this smallish pyramid, and then they gave up. So they tried, but maybe the pyramids were built by aliens or whatever, but humans could not at least the Islamic rulers were not able to destroy the pyramids. Eventually they gave up. They said that, you know what, this is beyond us, we'll just ignore these things. But today Egypt is in this very, very paradoxical situation. They don't like the pyramids. They consider the pyramids even today to be a manifestation of polytheism and whatever else, all bad stuff, according to them. They hate the pyramids. But the entire economy of Egypt is based on the pyramids. And they have to welcome foreigners who want to see the pyramids. That's the situation Egypt finds itself in. Paradoxical, isn't it?